Welcome to the Sophia D radio show, and of course I have my big brother Al Harris and his beautiful daughter. Hey, when you're a parent and everybody got to work, we're going to have these babies in here too, because we're going to raise them up right.
That's right.
We're going to raise them as a community, and hey, the little one might be the next Sophia D, I don't know.
That's right, that's right.
You going to wave to him, boo?
I'm gonna wave to the camera, baby. Wave to the camera. Say hey.
Hey.
Hey to the camera.
She said, I am really nervous. And she did that whole facial expression too. I'm just joking, boo. Okay. Al Harris.
Right.
EP.
On assignment.
On assignment.
Definitely.
February 22nd.
It's dropping.
Are you excited? Are you nervous?
Well, yeah, I'm actually excited, and to tell you the truth, man, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things to where I never really get the full excitement of anything until I'm actually in it. You know what I'm saying? It could be coming up. Of course, I'll get a little nervous or something like that, depending on what it is. But the excitement will come when I'm in it, when I get the response, when people say, man, I listened to that and it did something for me, it gave me life, man. That's where my excitement comes from, when it feeds the people.
Yeah.
When it feeds the people.
Yeah. Let's change the subject just a hair, and let's talk about the Address the Room tour.
Right.
How did you enjoy that experience with Siege and Elephant Groove?
Well, it was almost one of those things to where it's a different element, it's a different atmosphere, because whenever me and Siege get together, you know what I'm saying, it's like a light switch turns on, and God continues just to download, and He's able to do things when a atmosphere is created.
That's right.
That probably he wouldn't tap into on a normal circumstance. And the same with me, I'm able to do things within that atmosphere that I probably wouldn't be able to do or wouldn't think about doing just on a normal day-to-day base. You know what I'm saying? So whenever me and Siege get together, man, the tour, man, just seeing these people, these teens, these young adults, man, students, college students, man. You'll be surprised what people are going through, what can lie dormant, that's never exposed until you speak to it.
That's right. That's right. And when you speak to it, that's how you start breaking that curse.
Right.
Why did you name this EP On Assignment?
Well, that's a good question. I named it On Assignment because so many times, man, when people are ministers and things like that, man, we could think that we do things just to do it, not realizing that you're on an assignment. You know what I'm saying? It's not just because you have a love to do it, not just because it's a hobby, but you're truly on an assignment from God. It's not just music. It's not just music. It's an assignment.
And how important is My Time of Need to be on this album? Lyrically, it's wonderful.
Well, definitely, but my time of need, man, it expressed at the time when I was coming up, what I saw, what I experienced, the struggles that I saw within my grandmother trying to raise me, and the things that we see within the church, things that we may not understand, like tithing. A child could, my mama didn't just buy me, what I wanted, this game I wanted for my system yesterday, but we in church Sunday morning and she tithing all this money and giving this money to the church. Why you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you give me what or we might be lacking food in the refrigerator, but we see mama at church Sunday morning, she giving church money to the church, and we asking like, mama, well, why are you doing this?
How influential was your daughter in this? Because she was in a promo video.
Very. And that's why, listen, I keep her with me. Because,
she is a daddy's girl.
Because God continues to show me things through my daughter. The first revelation that God gave me through my daughter, and I'm gonna keep this brief, is when my wife and I, we were asleep one night, and this was when she was sleeping in our bed at the time, and she was kind of startled. She woke up in the middle of the night startled, and she looked at me and she was scared, and I went to embrace her and hold her, but she went directly to her mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so many times on this assignment, on this walk, man, we can walk as if we're asleep. We can go through this life as if we're asleep, and then when we're startled, we can't just allow anybody to hold us. God said it's not just anybody that can hold. And I'm her father, but her mother birthed her.
That's right.
You know, so there's a connection with her mother that she has that she will never have with me, because that's her mother, and she birthed her. She was in her womb, her mother's womb, for 9 months. So she went directly to the one that birthed her, the one that she had that real intimacy with, you know, and her mother held her. And it's the same with us. We walk through life, we get startled. We can't just let anybody hold us. We can't just go to anybody with our problems, our issues, because so many times what'll happen is people will judge you by your weaknesses, by your flaws, and the things that you're going through, instead of loving you and embracing you. Only God will love you and embrace you through those hard times and those difficulties. Only God understands me like I need to be understood. And love me at the same time.
That's good, Al. Let's talk about Solex, who's featured in
Right. So the thing about Solex, right? And shout out Solex, man.
She is talented.
Yeah, on that My Time of Need, man. I've never met her. Never met her, man. I talked to her over the phone, man, and she sounds like she has a genuine spirit, a genuine heart. And see, the thing is for the hook on that My Time of Need, man. Actually had 3 women, artists. I mean, phenomenal art. These women are phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But for this type of hook, seeing that I wrote it, and they just had to get a certain feel for it. You know what I'm saying? And I just needed a certain vibe on it. You know what I'm saying? These women are amazing artists. They sing they butts off, and they sound real good. But Soleil, she added this calmness to it. You know what I mean? This calmness to it, this kind of like vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill type vibe to it. You know what I'm saying?
So you can just easily gravitate to.
So you know, when I first heard it, I was like, wow, because my engineer JR Beats, shout out JR Beats, man. My engineer, man, he told me, he said, listen, I got a girl coming in. I got a girl coming in the studio, and I believe that she'll do good. She'll do real good for this hook. And I said, okay, cool, man. I trust your judgment. I trust your judgment. Once you record it, send it to me and let me hear it. He recorded it. He sent it to me, man. And when I heard it, immediately I said,
that's it. You already knew. You already knew. Let's talk about this lyric that she says. You promise you'll never leave me, and how important it is to know that God will never leave you.
I mean, it's essential. It's essential. You know what I mean? Because without knowing that, you lose hope. You know what I'm saying? You lose hope. You feel abandoned. You feel left alone, because so many times where I come from, Daddy ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Daddy locked up. You know what I'm saying? Mom, dude, she probably out there, you know, smoking, doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? They really ain't had time for us. You know what I'm saying? So we're used to we're used to the abandonment. We're used to getting left behind. You know what I mean? So when you think about God never leaving you and never forsaking you, it's like wow, he won't never leave. He will always be there. No matter what I experience, no matter what I have to go through, God will always be there.
How has Brian Ellis been influential in your life? Shout out Brian
Ellis, man. Pastor B, Brian Ellis, he's known by many names to me. That's my brother. Blood couldn't make us any closer. You know, he just keep it real, man, authentic. You know what I'm saying? He's from up north, man. So you know, he's from New York. So you know, he has this raw, rugged, real mindset.
Really
just like, yo, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. You know, because I understand that that's what you need to continue to keep pushing and survive. You need to hear it straight. And so Brian Ellis has been very influential, man. Whenever we link, man, you know, sort of like Siege and Rock, some of the other guys that I link with, man. It's like the kindred spirit, man. We link and something happens. Something happens.
How was your highlight when Fox Carolina interviewed you, Al? I think something broke when they. I mean, because that was pretty big for you.
It definitely did. You know, Sarah Danick, man. Shout out Sarah Danick. So it was just one of those moments where I knew that, okay, I have an opportunity to be heard. Not just in my hood, not just in the area where I'm from, but this could be huge. You know what I mean? A lot of people can hear this. And I believe that what I spoke on is not talked about. And if it is, it's not taken to the extent to where we point out the solution.
Right.
We point the problem out all the time. It ain't hard to see what the problem is, but what's the solution? So many times, man, don't give me the problem. I see the problem. The problem is obvious.
Yeah.
But what's the solution? What you gonna come up with? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What can we do to move forward past the situation? What's the solution to it?
A lot of people have a lot of good thoughts, and they just don't put it into action to have that solution. Right. It takes intention. It does. It takes intentionality. Not only that, but then after intentionality, it takes work. Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
Hard
because
work.
you can think about it all day and have a good heart to do something all day.
But if you don't put,
that action behind it and put that work in,
that's good, Al.
it's just intention.
That's good.
It's just good intention.
So I think we're gonna listen to My Time of Need.
Oh yeah.
EP.
That's dope.
On assignment.
That's
Al
dope.
Harris. Get your copy. $5.
That's dope.
$5. I already pre-ordered mine.
I pre-ordered mine too.
Al Harris. EP on assignment. We can listen to My Time of Need. Al Harris.
Definitely.
Al Harris. That's my brother. My brother. That's my niece. Don't hate. Just appreciate. And buy the EP. That was good, wasn't it? Auntie did good.
We spent some time in the recording studio as this project came together.
Fox Carolina's Sarah Danek is live in our newsroom tonight.
Cody and Diana, Al Harris and Brian Ellis are close friends that have been reaching out to troubled youth in the upstate. Now, both men have seen their own share of problems in the past, but they're using their life lessons to help teens along a better path. Now, Al recently released a new mixtape called Fit for a King, featuring Brian and other rappers in the upstate. He tells me that the project doesn't shy away from speaking the truth.
It's got a limit, so my head be in the clouds. Rejected by certain women, so they said he never smiled. Spit an image of his father, though he hardly came around. Still I rise, guess he forgot his seed was still in the ground. I forgive him, not only that, I pray that God save him. If you wanna reap the harvest, prepare for the hard labor. He's not a respected person, so we all God's favorite. I do this for my boys in the cages. What up, Pep? Ain't stopping, don't give up yet. Behind bars and he's still receiving death threats. They say he's an abomination, crucify him, put the cross to him. We hardly speak, so I'ma let this flow talk to him.
Through the pain, through the grave, the cross, the misery, all the love that was sown, I was wrong. Can you forgive me? I need you. You said you would never leave, and that's good news. You promised you would never leave me.
He lived life as a gangster and repped the number 5. Getting highs when he said the only time he felt alive. He grew up in the church, watched his mom pay tithes. Even through the hard times, she gave her money to God. He asked her why, it's hard to explain as she replied. On a search for words, he could see the pain in her eyes. Guess he never understood blessings rain from the sky. He from the hood where they claim that's a lie. What a nightmare, praying that daddy would be right there. Total lack of communication, and that's quite clear. They say he's an abomination, crucify him, put the cross to him. We hardly speak, so I'ma let this flow talk to him.
Through the pain, through the grave, the cross, the misery, all the love that was sown, I was wrong. Can you forgive me? I need you. You said you would never leave, and that's good news. You promised you would never leave me.
Yeah, here's a word to the wise. Learn from the lies. When the truth get revealed, no longer can you disguise it. The devil throw darts, you risk your life trying to dodge it. They love you in the open, but they murder you in private. Yeah, I do it for the projects. We all got problems. With more kids than we got rooms that stay crowded. 13 inhaling the fumes from crack clouds. And Mom Deuce just wanna get high, so she allow it. The rock had us climbing to face a negative outcome. So yeah, we came up on that rough side of the mountain. He's an abomination, crucify him, put the cross to him. We hardly speak, so I'ma let this flow talk to him.
I done been shot. I done been locked up. My mother was shot 14 times.
But Harris says he uses that time in darkness to warn others about what not to do and tries to direct them to something better.
So with this music, I believe that I can speak their language. something that they can be in tune with. And when they hear it, that makes them want more.
Absolutely.